Cam Rogers. That guy right there is Tom Downey. We are breaking down the latest Super Bowl 53 odds now, thanks to BetDSI. And what we have here is a list of teams that will break down towards the favorites a little more so than the long shots here. We'll start off with the long shots.
Yeah,
though.
because, well, I'm sorry, you guys probably aren't going to win a Super Bowl. I'm sorry, the one Dolphins guy on YouTube who's mad at me that we haven't talked enough about the Dolphins.
He's coming at you with a pitchfork.
Sorry, Steve.
Cardinals, longest odds to capture the Super Bowl. You got the Jets, Bears, and Dolphins as well, Tom. No
there you
thanks.
go, Steve. We're talking about the Dolphins for you.
Shout out, Steve.
Common theme there again. AFC East is not that great. These odds actually switched last night, so I'll make note of some potential changes that have happened so far. But the Cardinals, not feeling too confident about them. I think that's the reality of playing in the NFC. Their path is so much tougher than a Jets, even though I think Arizona is a better team than the Jets, Dolphins, or Bills. Like, if the Cardinals were in the AFC East, I think they'd be more like a team that's viewed as like the Baltimore Ravens, for example.
Yeah.
Borderline playoff team. In the NFC, they're one of the worst
Especially
teams.
in that division, too.
It's rough.
It's going to be a brutal division.
Same with
there.
the Bears, too.
NFC West.
Same exact boat.
Yeah, Bears, NFC North. Absolutely. All right, let's take a look at the Cincinnati Bengals, Cleveland Browns, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and Buffalo Bills. Well, there's at least one playoff team from a year ago there.
The Bills have had some interesting change in the lines. They were at plus 9,000 last night and then kind of dropped back down. So Bengals and Browns were tied as well. So the lines changed last night. We got them updated just for you guys. I'm not surprised to see the Bucs down there low at all. It's been interesting so far for these bottom teams. I'm not buying them, and clearly BetDSI is not either.
All right, folks. Well, you heard the man. We are presented by BetDSI. We're hooking you up, the #1 sports book. And we have demanded our audience get the best sign-up bonus known to man here to gamble on sports. Type in chatsports.com/bet into your browser. Very simple. Sign up and deposit. Use that promo code NFL120, Tom. Big time bonus.
Oh, it absolutely is. You'll get a 120% bonus on your first deposit. So if you put in 100, you're getting 220 total. Again, that's chatsports.com/bet. And the promo code is NFL120. 120% bonus. For real cash.
Straight cash. Gotta love it.
Homie. Gotta say straight cash, homie.
Okay, that's
Gotta
fine.
get it right.
Sorry, Randy.
He just went to the Hall of Fame. This is how you're treating him.
No respect.
Come on, Cam.
All right, going through some of these Super Bowl 53 odds here. Some more long shots. Indianapolis, Washington, Denver's interesting, Tom.
Yeah,
interesting.
I'm not buying them. Again, I think these are the teams that, if you want to talk about a playoff berth, I'll have that discussion. I'm not putting any money down for them to win the Super Bowl at all.
Maybe a couple pennies there on the Broncos. We'll see. All right, let's talk about Carolina, Baltimore, the Giants, and the Titans. Now, if you believe in my logic with the Titans,
have you put money down yet? Because you are all aboard their
it's already
train.
in, and I'm going to put more in.
And these are really good odds. If you put them in last night, they were actually plus 4,900. Hopefully you got in early there. Maybe your bet was one that moved the line.
Well, I called the Titans a breakout team back in April.
The biggest surprise to me is Carolina, though.
Yeah.
Barely in the top 20, plus 4,200. That seems really low for them. I'm not bullish on Carolina, but this just seems, frankly, a little bit disrespectful, Cam. That just seems too low for them.
All right, Tennessee Titans, plus 3,800 there. The Giants have that Super Bowl pedigree, if you will, from the last few years.
They were big risers. Earlier this offseason, they were like at number 28, and 17 is a little bit rich for my blood.
Super Bowl 53 odds here. Once again, thanks to BetDSI for allowing us to bring you this very fine program. Support them at chatsports.com/bet. The best promo code ever is NFL120 to get that 120% deposit bonus. Get it done today, ladies and gentlemen. All right, we're going to zone in on some of the more likely Super Bowl contenders, if you will.
The top half, more or less.
Yes. Let's talk about the Oakland Raiders, plus 3,100 odds to capture the Lombardi Trophy. Like this number a lot. Again, going off of that breakout team kind of logic here, I have the Titans as a breakout team. I have the Oakland Raiders as a breakout team as well. So at plus 3,100, like that number, John Gruden is in town. Give me some of that. I like that.
I'm actually kind of surprised they were so high, because other ones I've seen have had them just a little bit lower in the end. But I don't mind this here, Cam, for the Raiders. I think this is actually about right in the end. It's not overly hyping them per se. It's not under-hyping them. I think this is about right for where Oakland is, which is also why I don't like putting money down on teams that I think are about right. I prefer one way or the other, so I feel a little bit more confident about my bet. But in the end, as for this reaction pull-up, I do think at some point, and I hope so.
So you think the answer is yes?
I think that it would be great to see Vegas win.
What a story.
Vegas. It's not going to be in Oakland. It'll be in Vegas, win a Super Bowl. Vegas loves their betting after all.
You see how I changed the question now? I didn't say, will John Gruden
Yes.
win a Super Bowl in Oakland?
Yeah,
you can't use that trick.
It's not. It's not going to happen in Oakland.
All right, folks. Hey, it's time for you guys to win. We're giving away some serious swag thanks to BetDSI. They dropped off a boatload of goodies for you guys out here. So if you want to get a head start, chatsports.com/bet, sign up. We'll tell you more details soon, Tom.
Yeah, 5 minutes. We'll give you the details on how to win.
All right. We're going to talk about some other teams that could perhaps capture Super Bowl 53, the Kansas City Chiefs at plus 2,700 odds.
You don't like the Chiefs this year, Cam. I just want to make note, this is Cam's AFC West prediction from our NFL preseason profile series. But we'll keep it consistent here. So I understand where you're coming from, though, because there is some uncertainty. Patrick Mahomes has not looked the greatest in camp, which isn't the be-all, end-all, but it is worth mentioning overall. As for the Chiefs themselves, I think there are going to be enough ups and downs that in a very tightly contested AFC West, it might be enough to kind of drop them down the standing, at least a couple of spots after winning it last season. There's some fair points there.
What I'll say about the Chiefs is that it's more of the fact that there's so much competition in the AFC West. It's not an indictment per se on Kansas City. I just have more questions about them than the other three teams in that division. So
I have more questions about Case Keenum, but that is what it is.
That is totally fair as well. Dallas Cowboys plus 2,600 odds to win Super Bowl 53. I want no part of that number.
If the Cowboys make it to the playoffs, I'll feel a lot better about their odds, which seems very obvious there. But I think the Cowboys kind of fall into almost a boom or bust category. If they get in with their ground control offense, Ezekiel, it means that Dak Prescott played fine this year. It means the defense was pretty good. I think that means that the Cowboys are going to be a team to fear in the postseason. But I also am not that confident the Cowboys will actually make the playoffs, so that's why I'm passing on this one.
Terrence Williams.
If you told me the Cowboys were to make it, I would put money on that.
You know who misses Des Bryant? Terrence Williams recently went on public record to say so. So with that, should the Cowboys bring back Des Bryant? Type away. 1 for yes, 2 for no. Tom, type that 1.
You even added me in the script doc, which I think is actually very funny because that's not how adding works. This is not Twitter or Instagram or Facebook. This is a Google Doc.
You have to answer the question.
No, they shouldn't bring back Des Bryant. That bridge has been destroyed. It doesn't make sense for either side anymore, Cam. Des Bryant wants nothing to do with the coaching staff. The staff hates him. Some of the players aren't happy with Des. He called Sean Lee a snake, which was pretty funny, even though I will fight anyone that slanders Sean Lee on this show. But it's just not going to happen. They hate each other right now.
Well, perhaps Des goes to this team, the Houston Texans, plus 2,200 odds, Tom.
Nice.
They battle the Cowboys this year in the regular season.
I think it's week 5. I might be off on that. That might be the Titans game. I'm not sure.
I want to say it's Sunday Night Football as well.
Should be.
Very interesting, Tom. What do you think?
Houston's future, as you've mentioned many times, is tied to their offensive line play. If it's just average or even slightly below average, I think that they're going to make a deep run to win the AFC South. If it's back to what we've seen in the past where the Deshaun Watson is running around for his life, Houston's going to be in trouble. So for a 4-12 team to have top 12 odds, I don't love that one.
All right, let's talk about the 49ers. You want to talk about hype and Jimmy Garoppolo. How about the team
Confirmation,
itself?
by the way, I was right. It was week 5 of the regular season and week 4 of the preseason. Thank you, Associate Brett.
Okay, there you go. San Francisco, plus 2,000. Way too much hype.
Hype train. Again, 6-10 team with plus 2,000 odds. It's not necessarily bad given the hype. Like if you're betting on the Niners, you're betting on a team that went 5-0 last year, played so well once Jimmy G took over, got better in the offseason, and is playing in a division that they are on the rise, the Rams are on the rise, Seattle is going down, and Arizona, I don't know what they're doing. So I actually don't hate this necessarily, but I do think it is a little bit high.
All right, let's go into the teen region here, plus 1,900 here for the Atlanta Falcons. What do we make of this team?
I like this one. This is not the teen region, Bubba. I'm not sure what you're saying there.
You know, teens, the teens?
10.
What are you talking about? Whatever.
Teens. Anyway, beyond the point there. Okay.
1,900. You see what I'm saying?
I was looking at number 10, number 11, number 12, number 13. We're on there.
Right.
Anyway, okay. Falcons, I actually do like this one, Cam. Plus 1,900 for Atlanta. I'm
pretty sure the commenters knew what I was saying.
Okay, well, whatever. I disavow. Anyway, the Falcons at plus 1,900. I like them because I think that they can make some noise, but it is the NFC South, and you'll notice a pattern here overall, Cam. The NFC South is kind of knocked down a little bit higher than their overall talent indicates.
Plus 1,600, we have the Jacksonville Jaguars. Almost made it to the Super Bowl last year. I've got them winning the South, but can they get past New England? That's my question.
Can they get past your Titans?
Sure.
You do love them as well.
That's fair.
Jacksonville's future is tied to Blake Bortles. Now, there's been a little bit of buzz around Blake, Cam, that because his wrist no longer hurts him, he's going to be a better football player. To that I say, go prove me wrong, Blake, because I would actually love it if you did.
Get it done. All right, let's talk about the Saints. Here they are at pretty good odds. I like this number a lot, especially when they're behind other teams that we'll talk about, LA Chargers. So give me the Saints all day at that number.
I like all the NFC South teams, and I just bet on all of them.
Sure.
Like I
money.
I kind of feel pretty good about that one. The Saints, I'll give them credit. Last year, they were in a position where their defense overachieved. Instead of sitting on an overachieving defense, they added potentially 3 starters. You see up there on your screen on the additions. And you've got Drew Brees. I think you're going to be just fine there.
All right, folks, we're giving away some BetDSI swag as promised. T-shirt and cocktail glasses could be yours. Here's how to win. The directions right on your screen. Register and deposit using promo code NFL120. That website, chatsports.com/bet. You go ahead and screenshot the account. DM us on Twitter and Instagram at chatsports. First DM wins a T-shirt and cocktail glasses.
They're perfect for your Grey Goose because I know that you're a vodka guy. I am a whiskey man myself.
Okay, so that's perfect for us.
Exactly.
Us liquor drinkers out there. You know, just all about
I'll
results.
drink it all but IPAs.
It's all about results.
Yeah, not a fan of that.
All right, we thank BetDSI for sponsoring the show here. Let's go to some more NFL Super Bowl 53 odds. The Green Bay Packers at plus 1,300. Give me the Saints over the Packers, man. Come on.
I'm on board with that because, frankly, Cam, I think we're a little bit close to the situation where if Aaron Rodgers gets hurt again, what's to stop him from just becoming Tony Romo 2.0, where the shoulder and the back and all the body parts just don't stand up anymore? Because Rodgers has said, I've only taken 2 bad shots, and I've been hurt on both of them. And I'm like, what happens if you take a 3rd bad shot? Like, are you just going to get hurt again? So that's a slight concern for me, but as long as he's healthy, I don't mind those odds at all because he's going to have them in the mix there. Why I'm not feeling super confident, I don't love Mike McCarthy as a head coach, though.
Yeah, that's fair.
I don't love him, per se.
He kind of has gotten away with it, making the playoffs thanks to Aaron Rodgers, but eventually you see some of his weaknesses as a coach, and you know, I think they'll shine through for sure this year if Aaron Rodgers continues to play well, but the Packers, you know, are held back by Mr. McCarthy there. All right, let's talk about the LA Chargers getting a ton of buzz for Super Bowl 53. I get it. Secondary is great.
But this is insane.
Edge rushers, offensive line getting better. Phillip Rivers.
This is insane.
But yeah.
Tied for 6th best odds?
No,
like, I don't understand it. Like, they went 9-7 last year. Do I think they'll win the AFC West? I think so. You disagree with me. I think LA is going to win it, but to put them that high, get it's a down AFC, but who would you rather put money on? Chargers at plus 13 or the Jags at plus 1,600?
The Jags.
As a hater of Blake Bortles, as I've been called before, give me the Jags.
Yeah.
Like, that's kind of a no-brainer to me. So I think LA overhyped right here. I would say almost more so than the Niners, Cam. This high for LA.
Yeah, I don't like this at all.
Just me.
I like this number.
Oh, me too.
Plus 1,000 for Minnesota. Throwing all my cash on the Vikings right now because, man,
I like
this team's
this.
going to be good.
This is good. I think that the NFC has kind of dropped the odds a little bit for all these main NFC teams, kind of boosted up the AFC squads, but I like Minnesota plus 1,000. You can win a lot of money there if they do end up winning. And again, you put your money in early on chatsports.com/bet, you get better odds to win big. Because obviously, once a team goes 6-0 or goes 0-5, those odds will drastically change. So sign me up right now for the Vikings here early on in the season.
Pittsburgh Steelers, same record as the Vikings last season. What do you make of this team here? Can they get past Jacksonville?
They're going to be the same team we've seen for several years now. A really, really good team that wins 12, 11, 13 games and can't find a way to get to the Super Bowl. They're just not quite good enough, and why would that change this year? What has changed about this roster beyond losing Ryan Shazier that would make them a better football team? Ooh, maybe some young guys develop? Okay, I believe that, but I'm not ready to buy them quite yet, so I'll pass, even though I understand why the odds are so high.
Big offseason here for the LA Rams, Tom, and they aren't the favorite, but they're up there.
Very good odds here.
All right.
In terms of I don't mind it. It is a little bit on the steep side because of the hype train, but if you want to believe in an LA team, sign me up for the Rams as opposed to the Chargers. It is, I guess, a little bit steep, but you put in Sue and Peters, and I would assume Aaron Donald at some point down the road as well. And all those other key players, though, sign me up for the Rams. I'm not going to put money on them because I think the value isn't there. But a little tricky schedule earlier on in the year. They could be a good Week 5 bet if they start a little bit slowly and then get going later on in the season.
Big offseason, Marcus Peters and Dominican Sue, Aqib Talib, defensive coordinator out there, Wade Phillips for the Rams, going to be a premier coach once he calls it a career, I think. And, you know, for this guy, he's going to be licking his chops with the defensive pieces on the Rams there. All right, let's talk about the Philadelphia Eagles, plus 700. They are not defending their Super Bowl title, Tom.
It's not. It's not a knock on Philadelphia's talent. I think they're one of the most complete teams in the NFL, and they're not going to go away anytime soon. They'll win the NFC East, I think, again this year. But it is so difficult to repeat. The odds are against it. So we're going to put them number one in our power rankings as a sign of respect because I think that they deserve it. That's how it should go. But am I going to pick them to make it back to the Super Bowl this year? No, I am not.
Okay.
It's just too difficult. The only team that I will give the exception to is the Patriots, as we've seen many times before.
The last team to successfully defend their Super Bowl championship, the New England Patriots, are the favorites here, according to BetDSI. Plus 575 here to capture the Lombardi Trophy. It should be a cakewalk throughout the AFC. Not much competition outside of Jacksonville, Pittsburgh, Tennessee, and maybe a stray Baltimore.
I thought the Chargers, too. Oh, you're putting Baltimore in there.
Dude, if Baltimore waltzes in at Foxborough, Patriots fans are scared. That's just a fact.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are. Joe
No,
Flacco has won playoff games in Foxborough before, twice.
Okay, Cam.
Anyway.
I don't feel like arguing with you about Baltimore. Where was Baltimore on this list again? Oh, that's right. Not even close.
Joe Flacco apologist. I love how you gave me that tagline.
That's what you are.
All right, the Patriots are the favorites, Tom. Are they your pick to win the Super Bowl, though?
No. I think they'll make it in the AFC, but I don't think they'll win it this year.
All right. Summarizing the entire list here, folks. Long shots, Cardinals, Jets, Bears, Dolphins. Don't even think twice about them. Cincinnati, Cleveland, Tampa Bay, Buffalo. No, thank you.
If you have a problem, go bet on them.
Yeah. Colts, Redskins, Broncos, interesting.
Nope.
Come on, Tom.
Don't.
Lions.
Nope, I'm not falling for it.
Seahawks as well there. Tie for 20th. Let's take a look at Carolina Panthers here, Baltimore Ravens, New York Giants, Tennessee Titans. Now we're picking up steam here. Maybe the Tennessee Titans would be an interesting bet.
I like them as a dark horse. I don't think they're actually going to win, though.
Oakland, Kansas City, Dallas, Houston, San Francisco. Some arguments to be made there, but
those teams think they'll be Super Bowl contenders.
Yeah. All right, then you got the Falcons, Jaguars, Saints, Packers, Chargers there.
The Chargers are just too high. They're just too high.
And then the top five, Minnesota, Pittsburgh, Los Angeles for the Rams. Got the Eagles as well as the New England Patriots.
Minnesota is my favorite bet there ever. I've already put some money down with my account.